Jimmy Kimmel.
So you want to talk about Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel? Fuck Jimmy Kimmel.
And until they release the flight logs, you, the mainstream media, Hollywood, we're all pedophiles to me. Eat dick.
In the beginning of all this, I said Jimmy Kimmel would respond in 46 days. And if he didn't, we would assume it's true. So now we are left to assume that all of this is true.
Fuck Jimmy Kimmel.
Which means
MMA light heavyweight Joe Bauman.
I've won.
What you doing, Jimmy Kimmel? Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker?
How about this little girl, Carrie?
Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker? Where's the list, motherfucker?
Just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory.
Sean, the good thing is they don't give me a strike of this because it's a PlayStation game, and the ending when you can see he goes to his breast.
Yeah, that wasn't even a video. That was from a PlayStation game. YouTube. That wasn't even a video.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah, there's no better way to bring awareness to. It's like the list. We all heard about the list. We all heard about Hollywood. We all knew. We already knew before that what they were doing to our children. But it's like once the list came out and once people were actually talking about it, here comes COVID.
Right.
Good timing. And we're not standing for it anymore. We're not going to forget about our children. Like people act like, oh, this COVID hoax is like, well, you might as well just move on from that. No. We're going to prosper from it, and we're going to go after these people. And I told Joe, I'm like, let's go to Jimmy's studio.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see at least his security guard, something. Because and guess what? When we showed up, we showed up an hour early just to set up cameras to try to scope it out. They had security guards, like 6'5", 6'8" security guards in suits on, stand on each corner of us and just stare at us on the street.
Wow.
Meaning not even in front of the studio. On the street where we were across the street setting up, they had guys there ready. So they knew what Joe looked like, obviously. Like they know who he is. I mean, it's all over. It was in the New York Post, guys. It was in the New York Post that he called out Kimmel and the pedos and stuff. So they knew what he looked like. So that was an interesting evening. Joe was going to go in and get arrested. It just didn't work out that way, but there's always the next time. So
yeah. And I think we don't get this track because your microphone is a little bit glitching, Sean.
Mine's bad?
Yeah.
The whole time?
Yeah.
No, I hear you clearly.
I
hear Sean clearly.
Shelley, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah. Let's rewatch this after our live. And sometimes you're getting very speedy in your motion of your head and so.
It ain't me, bro. I got 400 megabytes a second coming through that cord.
I'm gonna.
It ain't me. Trust me.
But Shelley is very clear to me.
Yeah, I was having weird stuff too earlier. I'm gonna actually log into my computer because my phone's about to die.
Okay. Okay. The cardinal rule for streaming podcasts or anything is your stream is only as strong as your weakest link. So whoever has the weakest internet, that's the overall internet for the show. Does that make sense? That's exactly how it works. It doesn't go off of the best internet. It goes off of the slowest internet in this chat is the maximum speed for us all. That's how it works, in my opinion. Because I've seen it.
Also the host, also the one who is hosting the show also depends on them also a bit because they are the one who are controlling all the guests and everything. Also, it affects a bit, yeah.
Yeah, but last time when Shelley and me and 2 times before when we were live with Alex, everything worked perfect. Also the videos.
Wow. Well, it's because I'm on here. You know, it's there, dude. I've been on shows where you go into the building, right? The studio, like you go inside.
Yeah.
And their stream for the first time in 7 years, he said. Once they started rolling Sean Hibbeler, I started talking about more land. it started getting hacked or chopped, and they had to cut the feed for the first time in their history because they go, all of our internet is 500 megs a second. Every cord we tested, something's going on. And they're like, this has never happened. And